Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for offering to do some rebel ringing. This contribution is so very, very important, as we're only going to change the trajectory we're on one conversation at a time, and talking to people about why they're passionate about being part of Extinction Rebellion is absolutely vital. So I'm going to take you step by step through how to do a call. As you can see, I have 3 campaigns. When you load up onto CallHub, you will have maybe one only, or you might have a choice like I do. I'm going to go to the Western Adelaide campaign right now. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to get started with the campaign. This is the script. As you can see, it lists all the local events. I try and keep this as up to date as possible, so you might find that changes over the course of the campaign. And now I'm going to join the campaign and make my first call. So I've been given Liz Millington as my first call. So here I can see phone numbers, and these are the tags that have come from Action Network. So you can see that she's done the DNA, she's had the welcome pack. The NVDA-TC means that she's completed NVDA training, and she's also completed the Marshall training. And there's a little bit of information that she put into the system when she first joined up. This is her profile here. Now I can click on history, and if she's been called before, the notes that were taken by the person who called her will be able to be seen here, but we haven't actually called her since we've been using the CallHub system, so that is empty at the moment. Any notes you take will end up here. I'll go back to profile. Now there's also this edit up here. So the edit function, if you click on that, allows you to put in information. So if her email has changed, and if you ask her about local groups, now I know that Liz is connected to a local group, so I'm going to choose that. And this working group interest is not something you need to worry about. That is something that the Rebel Integrator team will be following up anyone who is interested in taking more of a role in organising. So at the moment you don't have to worry about that. But if you know whether the person is keen to be joined up with a local group, then you would select interested, and if they're already connected, you would select connected. And this helps us to build the profile and be more accurate in calling people and making sure that they do get connected to a local group if they want to. So once I've done this, now normally you would do this at the end of the call after you've gathered the information, but because I know who Liz is, I can do this now. But I'm now going to hit save, and that has saved her information. And you can see here it's saved that she is in a local group, she's connected. All right, so now I'm ready to make the call. I'm going to just pause the video for now, and then I'll come back and show you how to finish off a call. So I called Liz, and she was happy to talk to me, but she was actually busy at that moment, so she's going to call me back soon. So I'm going to put this as answer, because I know that she will call me back, and I can follow up with an SMS at the time that she calls me back. So I'm going to put answered. That means that I'll go back a step. With some of these dispositions, what you'll find is that they are set so that they will come up again and someone else will have an opportunity to call them. So if it is, if you left a message, or you use no answer, one of those two, or the user is busy, or skip, someone else can call this person. If you use any of those dispositions, those numbers will not be taken out of the campaign as having been called. They will come up again. But if you do answer or meaningful interaction or any of the others, then they will be marked as having been rung in this campaign and not be called back. The bad number and the do not call remove the person from our lists completely. So if you speak to someone and they're like, don't ever call me again, take me off your list, this is the one you need to mark. Use it sparingly. If they're like, oh, look, I'm not that interested at this time, don't take them off, because it might just be that they are not in a place at the moment to take action, but down the track in a few months, their situation might have changed. So we want to use the bad number is if the number doesn't work, and the do not call sparingly, as they will then be removed off of all further campaigns. So in this instance, I'm going to mark as answer. I'm going to write in the notes that will call me back in 15 minutes. Engaged member. Okay, because Liz is engaged with Extinction Rebellion and turns up to things. So I will send her an SMS after we talk with the upcoming events, so that she has that information. Now I need to make a choice. If this is my last phone call, which this is going to be because I'm just doing that as a demonstration, and I want to leave and not call anyone else, I would choose this save. If I want to go to the next call and I have not finished for the day or for the session, then I would click save and next, and the next profile would come up and I could call them. At this point, I'm going to push save, which will save what I've written and recorded as the disposition. You can see once I've done that, I can no longer access any of the information or change anything on the call disposition or take notes. It looks blank, but it actually does come up in the record, but it's now blank to me. Looks like I can come over here and change something here. So if I needed to edit something about whether she was connected to local groups or whatever, I could do that. I'm going to cancel that though, because we've already done that. Now I have a choice of up here, can go to the next contact if I want to continue. If I suddenly go, oh yeah, I've got 10 minutes, or maybe I can do another one, or I can leave. So at this point, I'm going to leave the campaign, and it always comes up with this, so I just click out of it.